Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Reviews. I'm your host, the Future Keybearer, and today we journey to the land of Arabian Nights, Agrabah. So the film starts off by showing us Maleficent having a little talk with Jafar.
And the keyhole?
The Heartless are searching for it now.
You know, I'm just now realizing how weird it is that Maleficent's voice just has some sort of natural echo.
Jafar, I've looked everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
So yeah, apparently they're looking for Jasmine because she is some sort of key part in their master plan.
Well, if the princess is that important, we'll find her. Find Jasmine and bring her to me at once.
Don't steep yourself in darkness too long. The heartless consume the careless.
Your concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
Oh yeah, Yago searched everywhere except for right behind the fucking fruit stand that's 5 feet away. So after that, Sordon and Goofy are just in the streets of Agrabah. Huh. Kind of without ceremony on this one. I mean, no rabbit hole, no grand gates, just there. So after running around the streets of Agrabah for a bit, you manage to find Jasmine. And she tells you that Jafar has essentially taken over the entire city. Okay, how? She also tells you that there's a boy named Aladdin who would be able to help if only he was around.
Aladdin? Where might I find this street rat? Jasmine, allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess.
So Jafar sicks the Heartless on you, and after you defeat them, I guess it's back to looking for Jasmine. While you don't find her, you do manage to find Aladdin's house, where you find Carpet stuck under a bookcase. For some reason. After you free Carpet, it takes off into the desert, and you decide to go follow it. Carpet leads you out to the middle of the desert, where apparently Aladdin and Abu are sinking in quicksand. Naturally, the Heartless attack, but Aladdin has a plan B.
Genie, get rid of these guys!
Wish number one coming right up!
Afterwards, Aladdin tells you exactly what the hell he was doing out here, and we get the whole spiel about the genie. Speaking of which, let's stop and talk about the genie for a minute. I envy any animator who gets the chance to work on Genie, because it gives them the excuse to just go hog wild, and this game is no exception. Granted, Genie isn't as out there as he is in the movies, given the fact that he doesn't reference pop culture, nor does he shapeshift, but Genie is still entertaining to watch. The only notable downside is that Genie isn't played by his original voice actor, the late Robin Williams. Instead, he's played by Williams' replacement from the movie and the TV shows Dan Castellaneta. Have no idea if I pronounced that right. So naturally, if you know the story of Aladdin, you know that Aladdin will wish that he can be a prince so that he can win the heart of Princess Jasmine.
Oh, what's that?
Jasmine?
Oh, that's right. She's in trouble, Aladdin.
What?
Oh yeah! So on the way back to Agrabah, Genie tells everyone how much he hates being trapped inside the lamp. And naturally, Aladdin offers to use his third wish to set Genie free. Well, I can't see anything bad coming from that at all. Once you return to Agrabah, you have to fight your way through the streets with Aladdin in your party. Something weird to note, though, is that just about every single video game appearance Aladdin has ever made, he uses a scimitar as his main weapon. It's not really a bad thing, mind you, it's just he only used it in the movie for like, what, 30 seconds? When you finally catch up with Jafar, Aladdin uses his second wish to try to help Jasmine. Unfortunately, that plan does not work for very long.
So sorry, boy. I'm afraid your second wish has been denied.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Al.
Wait, shouldn't have Genie been able to get Jasmine out of the way before that happened? Now you have to fight against the Heartless known as the Pot Centipede. Basically, the idea is to try to save Jasmine from whichever urn she's trapped in. However, despite hearing her pleas, she's not in any of them.
To the desert! Come on, let's move!
How do you know that? I mean, for all you know, Jafar could have taken her up to the palace or something. But lo and behold, Jafar actually did take Jasmine into the desert, specifically inside the Cave of Wonders. Wait a minute. In the movie, didn't the Tire Head Cave say,
"Know this, only one may enter here, one whose worth lies far within, the diamond in the rough"?
I mean, sure, Sora, Donald, and Goofy could probably enter it because they're with Aladdin, but part of the plot of the movie involved the fact that Jafar couldn't enter! Well, despite that little logistics issue, you get one of the more interesting boss concepts, fighting against the Tiger Head. That is awesome! After defeating the Tiger Head, you enter the cave to find it loaded with booby traps. Isn't the whole forbidden treasure thing kind of enough of a booby trap? So you have to make your way through the depths of the cave, which involves a puzzle where you have to No! I'm sorry, I know this is probably nitpicking, but once a boo touched that thing, this should have happened!
Infidels! You have touched the forbidden treasure! Now you will never again see the light of day!
When you finally catch up to Jafar, Jasmine's passed out and he is again talking to Maleficent. But before you can make anything of it, she just runs away. From there, Jafar uses his second wish to have Genie attack our heroes. You know what? I'm kinda surprised that Jafar didn't do that in the actual movie. This leads to yet another interesting boss fight where you have to fight against Jafar while dodging Genie's attacks. One thing I love about this boss battle is that Genie is constantly apologizing and telling you to run from his attacks.
Genie! My final wish! I want you to make me an all-powerful genie!
Why? I mean, at least in the movie, Aladdin convinced Jafar that being a genie was the only way he could be the most powerful being on Earth. Here, Jafar has no reason to want to be a genie. So you have your final boss fight with Jafar, but unfortunately, none of your attacks can hurt him. In fact, I'm pretty sure your attacks can't even reach him. So instead of going after Jafar, you're going after Iago, who's carrying Jafar's lamp. And god damn, Iago's got a large health bar. So you finally defeat him, and Sora uses the lamp to imprison Jafar. Unfortunately though, the cave is coming down around them, and Jasmine is nowhere to be seen. So we get a pretty cool carpet ride where we're escaping from the Cave of Wonders, which does well to mimic the one from the movie. Except, I kind of fail to see the purpose of it.
I fail to see how you fail to see that it's awesome!
So you regroup at Aladdin's house, and Sora tells Aladdin that Jasmine is no longer in Agrabah. Naturally, Aladdin wants to go with them so he can find her, but the rules say that he can't do that.
Earth to Al? Hello, you still have one wish left? Look, just say the word. Ask me to find Jasmine for you.
I wish for your freedom, Genie.
Al!
You know, for as great as the scene is, it's just not as good as in the movie. I mean, in the movie it was a lot better because Aladdin had learned a valuable life lesson. Here, he made a promise and he kept it. However, this does create one logistics issue. Why the fuck didn't Aladdin just wish for Genie to find Jasmine, then hand the lamp off to Sora and have him wish Genie free? Unless there's some sort of unwritten rule that says people who aren't native to this world can't use the lamp, then I don't see any reason why not. However, Genie does manage to join the party somewhat as a summon. How the Genie summon works is that once you summon him, you can have him lock on to multiple enemies and then hit them with random magic. The magic will either be thunder, gravity, or stop. Basically, he's just a big magic factory. Not one of the better summons, but I consider him better than Simba. So that was Agrabah. My thoughts? Definitely one of the better worlds in the game. I like how this world does actually serve to the overall plot of the game. This world also had some of the most fun concepts for boss battles in the entire game. As for the sets, while they're not badly designed in any way and definitely look like they belong in this world, I kind of wish it had more locations that were more copy-pasted from the movie, I guess. other than continuity issues between this and the original movie, the only real issue I have with this is the main street. The problem is, it's divided into at least 4 different sections with loading transitions in between, and they're really not needed. I know they're not needed because during the pot centipede battle, you can pretty much extend the battle to the entirety of the city without any loading screens. But those are just minor nitpicks and what's overall a good level. Tune in next time as we prepare for a whale of a tale.